Hey, what's up, Dough Chaser? My name is Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches. I want to thank you for joining me this evening. We're going to be talking about 3 particular areas that you need to focus on when improving your credit score. And what I want to do is I want to show you a replay of a masterclass that I previously recorded. And in this masterclass, I'm going to break it down to you, okay? And before we get started, I need you to do a couple things for me. I need you to lose distractions, for one. Because the information that I'm going to share with you is going to be so important, you need to take good notes. And if people or things are distracting you, you're going to miss out on information and you may not be able to apply this in your life so that you can improve your credit, boost your credit score, and remove negative items off your credit report. So it's important for you to lose distractions. And then also what I need you to do is need you to get a notebook and a pen, okay? So I will wait for you for 10 seconds. Go get you a notebook and a pen right now, please. And what we're going to do is I'm going to transition to the replay of the masterclass. I want you to take good notes. And then at the end, I'm going to share with you how you can get a free copy of my new book, Credit Builder Secrets. And in this book, I'm going to share with you how to improve your credit score up to 200 points for free, okay? So if you want that information, you definitely want to stick into the end because I'm going to share the free resources with you. And also, I'm going to share something very special to you that's near and dear to my heart that's going to help you even more when it comes to improving your credit, repairing your credit, and taking control of your finances. So if you are interested in that information, make sure you stick around until the end. You're going to get a lot of value out of this masterclass, and make sure you take good notes, okay? So again, thank you for joining me this evening. Without further ado, let's dive into it, and I will see you shortly. Yo, 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 what's up, Dough Chasers? This is Jason White, live here to share with you how to fix your credit. This is my free training that is going to last up to 60 minutes. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down for you to give you the best understanding when it comes to improving your credit. And what we're going to be talking about are 3 particular areas. We're going to be talking about credit repair, credit building, and consistent money management, okay? Those are the 3 particular areas that you need to focus on when improving your credit to the best ability that you can, okay? And if you are with me, let me know who you are, where you're from. Tonight is all about sharing with you how to fix your credit using these 3 particular avenues. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful day. I'm pumped up, okay? I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time, and now we're here. So give me one quick second, and we are live. So what we're talking about is how to fix your credit using these 3 particular avenues: credit repair, credit building, consistent money management. This is how you improve your credit the best way possible. Credit repair is all about the removal of derogatory information from your credit report. In order for you to repair your credit, the source of doing that is through leveraging what is called the Fair Credit Reporting Act. This is a consumer law here to protect your rights, right? So what we want to do is when we are working on improving our credit, we want to use credit repair to our best ability. Also, credit building. Credit building is about adding positive payment history to our credit report. There's a lot of people who get denied for credit because they lack payment history, or they don't have anything building payment history over time on their credit report, and they miss out on opportunities, so they have little to no credit. Credit building is something that you can use to also improve your credit. And then consistent money management. At the end of the day, your credit is only a reflection of how well you manage your money. And when you have poor money management skills, your credit report will also reflect that. So what we need to talk about are these 3 particular areas. And if you can stay with me, if you can stick with me, I'm going to share with you how you can get free tools like free copy of my book, Credit Builder Secrets, how to improve your credit score up to 200 points. I'm going to share with you my 4-card strategy, Credit Builder Secrets, information to help you rebuild your credit. You're also going to get access to how to get approved for your very first mortgage. A lot of great information in this book. And then, because we're going to be talking about your finances, I'm going to be sharing with you tools that you can actually take advantage of to help you get your money in order so that you are no longer in this poor credit situation. All right, so make sure you stick with me to the end. So let's talk about credit repair. Credit repair, again, is about leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, information on your credit report must meet 3 criteria, okay? So FCRA, Fair Credit Reporting Act. 3 criteria. At all times, the information on your credit report must be 100% accurate. That means that there are no incorrect information on your credit report. Everything is 100% accurate and everything is correct. Second criteria is your credit report must be 100% verifiable. What does that mean, Jason? That means that when you are requesting for proof on particular accounts on your credit report, they can actually prove it. And if they can't prove it, they must remove it. The third criteria is your credit report must be 100% timely. That means that there isn't irrelevant, outdated information on your credit report. That means that the information that's on your credit report meets the statute of limitations. That means that the date of last activity is correct. So we're going to be talking about all of that and how you can use that to your advantage to repairing your credit. But credit repair is all about removing derogatory information, okay? And in order for you to legally remove derogatory information off your credit report, you must leverage the Fair Credit Reporting Act. That means that at any point, your credit report is not 100% accurate, is not 100% verifiable, or is not 100% timely. That means that that is a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and you have cause to sue credit bureaus or furnishers who are reporting on your credit report. And the thing that we want to do is we want to leverage these violations, right? If you find 5 violations, you want to leverage them, saying, hey, I noticed these violations on my credit report. What I need you to do is correct these particular line items, or I'm going to sue your butt, okay? I wanted to say ass, but I can't say that. So we want we want to leverage the consumer law by making sure that at all times your credit report meet at minimum these 3 particular criteria: 100% accurate, 100% verifiable, and 100% timely. And what I want to do is I'm going to break this down a little bit to give you an understanding of what each particular line item means and how you can use that to your advantage when you are disputing on your credit report and trying to get results. But first things first, when credit bureaus look at your credit report, what they grade you off of is recent activity. Okay? Recent activity. And when I say recent activity, what I'm speaking of is activity that has occurred in the last 36 months. Okay? So if it has occurred within the last 36 months, that means that means that it is having a huge impact on your credit and is hurting your ability to have a great credit score, right? So what we want to do is all information that falls under this. So if you have late payments that have occurred in the last 36 months, if you have collections that have occurred in the last 36 months, if you have charge-offs that have occurred in the last 36 months, if you have judgments, tax liens that have occurred in the last 36 months, whatever it is, we want to work on getting the information removed because it is hurting your ability to have a good credit score. And in order for that to happen, what we have to do is we have to leverage the Fair Credit Reporting Act. We have to look for violations, okay? And right now what we're going to talk about is accuracy. Let's give some examples of what an accurate violation would be. Okay, so again, everything has to be 100% accurate. If you have incorrect balances, if you have a collection account that's showing a $1,000 balance, however, when the account closed, the balance was actually $500, and you have proof, that is an incorrect balance, and that is a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act because it's not accurate. If you have a charge-off account that is reporting an incorrect date of last activity, DOLA, that is a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The date of last activity is the day where you stop paying on the account. If they have a date of last activity that seems more recent, when actually that date of last activity is older, they're making that account seem more recent, which means that it's having an impact on your credit score greatly, significantly. And what we want to do is we want to challenge that. This is a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act because this is not accurate. If you have an account that has been transferred, so we have a transferred account, however, it's still reporting a balance. That's inaccurate information because they no longer hold that account. So that balance should be zero. That is a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act because now this account is not 100% accurate. It's no longer in accordance to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So you can get that account removed. If you have an account that is reporting inaccurate payment history, meaning that it shows that you were late 30 days, and then the next month, you're 90 days late. What happened to 60 days late, right? So the payment history is very sporadic and inaccurate. That means that that is a violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and you can leverage this by using these inaccuracies, disputing it with the credit bureau, and getting those accounts deleted off your credit report. So when we talk about inaccurate information, we're talking about information that is connected to what the furnisher is reporting about you, and because it's not, truthful, it is hurting your ability to gain new credit. It's hurting your creditworthiness, and they need to fix it. So basically, by leveraging this criteria of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you can get accounts deleted from your credit report, which will help you improve your credit score, okay? So we just talked about the accuracy of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Let's talk about accounts being verifiable. Verifiable. Again, this is when I am requesting more information in regards to an account that's reporting my credit report, whether I am seeking verification with an original creditor, or I am seeking validation with the debt collector. At any point, if they cannot prove it, they must remove it from your credit report, okay? And under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, each account must be 100% verifiable. So when you're disputing these accounts and the credit bureau sends you a credit report that says this account has been verified, a great strategy to use is to actually dispute the account with the furnisher directly, with the creditor. So if Capital One is reporting late payments on your credit report and you don't necessarily agree with it, you can dispute with them directly and have them send you proof, right? And oftentimes what happens is they will respond with nothing, meaning that, hey, we don't have information reflecting this, okay? And you can use that and dispute it with the credit bureaus as the account being unverifiable, which means that they don't have the legal right to report it, right? So that's one strategy to help you leverage the verifiable aspect of the credit report. Another one is through validation. Debt collectors, when they're reporting information about you on the credit report, they must provide validation with a proof of contract, a proof of sale, okay? They must have the ability to collect in your particular state, right? So if they can't prove that you actually owe this particular line item, then they have to remove it off your credit report. And oftentimes when you seek validation on debts, especially from debt buyers, they can't provide this information because the paperwork is lost and they provide you with nothing. So if you dispute this on your credit report and the credit report, the credit bureau is basically saying that, you know, this account has been verified, but when you dispute directly with the creditor or the debt collector and they're not providing you with any information, or they're saying they don't have information, you can use that correspondence to dispute it again and challenge the credit bureau and leverage this aspect of your credit report. You can get those accounts deleted based off of that, because if they can't prove it, they must remove it. Lastly, we want to talk about timeliness. Information on your credit report can only be on your credit report for so long, okay? Typical accounts can be on your credit report for 7 years and 180 days. Okay? A typical line item. Judgments, public records, they can last on your credit report up to 10 years. But let's talk about, you know, a collection or a charge-off, for example. Let's say that you have an account from 2010. Okay? You stop paying that account, right? And that means that the day for the date of last activity begins on this day. 7 years and 180 days later, 2017, that account is supposed to fall off your credit report. The thing is, it's still reporting on your credit report because the creditor or the furnisher who's reporting the information, instead of them reporting the correct date of last activity, they're reporting the date of last activity 2015 when they sold the account. So that means that that account can last on your credit report up until 2022. Can you see how that 5-year difference can hurt your credit report 5 years longer, right? So because of this inaccurate information, we can challenge that, use their paperwork against them, and get that account deleted off your credit report, okay? And the reason this is so important is due to the fact that credit bureaus grade you off of recent activity that has occurred in the last 36 months, okay? 36 months ago, but right now we're in 2018, was 2015. That means that this account is still having a great impact on your credit score despite it being so old. It should have fell off a year ago, right? But due to the fact that they have inaccurate information, incorrect date of last activity, it's hurting your credit report longer, right? And under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, that law is here to protect you from furnishers or companies like Capital One, companies like, what's another creditor? Discover, any company. It's here to protect you from these companies from taking advantage of you and hurting your creditworthiness. Because despite whatever happened in the past, you still have the ability to grow. And if they're preventing you from growing, then they're actually breaking the law. They're in violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Okay, so credit repair is all about leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act through either the accuracy, it being verifiable, or the timeliness of the account. And if you can use these 3 particular strategies to your advantage, you can remove derogatory information off of your credit report, okay? So that's what credit repair is basically about. You're going to see a lot of janky people talking about other ways to, you know, remove derogatory information off your account. And I'm going to share that with you really quick. This is Janky Credit Repair. Janky Credit Repair is illegal credit repair. Janky Credit Repair is credit repair that will put your ass in jail. And what we want to do is we want to do things with integrity. We want to make sure that when we are working on our credit, we don't set ourselves up to be in prison. Right? What's the point of having great credit if you're in prison? Right? There's no point, right? So this is what janky credit repair people will do. They will do something called a credit sweep, which I'm going to educate you on that really quick. they will provide you with a false CPN, aka a credit privacy number, credit profile number, all right? And they will sell you aged trade lines. Okay, I'm going to break all of this down for you. This is what credit repair is not, okay? And if you know someone is providing these services, make sure you run the other way, all right? Because I don't want you getting locked up for something that you have no intention of actually doing, okay? So a credit sweep is basically, you have derogatory information on your credit report, okay? It's actually your accounts. And what they will tell you to do is say, hey, go file police reports on all of these derogatory accounts and claim that someone has stolen your identity, okay? So first and foremost, filing a false police report is janky and it's against the law, okay? If you get caught, you're going to jail. And then what they do is they use these police reports and they will mail them into the credit bureaus and claim identity theft on all the accounts. And what that does is, if they don't investigate it, they'll just remove those accounts off your credit report, okay? So yes, it does fix the problem, but it will land you in jail if you get caught. Who wants to take that risk? A lot of people are taking this risk because of the temporary benefit. However, the long-term effects is you being away from your family and having a great credit score in prison. So avoid that. False CPN. This is a credit profile number. What they do is they will either steal a social security number from deceased children, elderly, or people who are in prison. And these three particular kind of people aren't using the social security number. So they steal that information and then they claim it to be a CPN and then they give it to you until you say, hey, instead of using your regular social security number, I want you to use the CPN when you apply for accounts. And the likelihood of you getting approved is very high because the people who they actually stole it from, you know, they're not using it anyway. So their credit is good, right? But the thing is, it's not a CPN. It's a stolen social security number, but they brand it as a CPN, right? So, of course, stealing someone's social security number is identity theft in itself and is illegal, okay? And then two, using a CPN in replacement of your true social security number when applying for credit lines is fraud, okay? And that will land you in prison, right? So we want to be careful of that. To get a true CPN, you need a lawyer, okay? And a true CPN is something that protects your actual social security number. These janky credit repair professionals, they are not lawyers. They're not processing this the correct way, and they're actually setting you up for failure. So don't go this route. Jail time. And then lastly, they'll sell you aged trade lines. And typically what they do is they deal with people, they help them improve their credit, and they'll keep their information. And what they do is they'll add you on that person's account as an authorized user without the actual owner's approval, right? They'll sell that to you. Hey, this costs $1,200. I'll put you on their account 25 years. They have a large credit line. It's going to be added to your credit report for 6 months, and you're going to benefit from that. The thing about that is that's against the law. First and foremost, in order for you to actually sell a trade line, you have to be a financial services company, okay? Because you're selling credit card information. You have to be a financial services company, and you have to be governed under the SEC. And these people are not. They're stealing the information, adding you to other people's accounts, and not following the proper guidelines to assist you. So they're setting you up for failure. This, my friend, is janky credit repair. We want to avoid this. We want to fix our credit the correct way by leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is a consumer law, and not actually breaking it, okay? So that's how you fix your credit. This is what you want to avoid. If you can do that, you're going to repair your credit tremendously. However, in order for you to actually take it to the next level, you need to do something called credit building. Again, credit building is the addition of positive payment history to your credit report. Let me educate you on what a trade line actually is. You will hear people say, hey man, I sell trade lines. I can get you some trade lines. A trade line, in reality, is nothing but an account that reports payment history. Let me give you an example. A mortgage is a trade line. A credit card is a trade line. A car note is a trade line. Open credit card is a trade line. Anything that is reporting payment history on your credit report is considered a trade line, okay? You do not have to go to any special entities, any special service to get a trade line. A trade line is nothing but an account that reports payment history. There are legal trade lines out there. If you are someone who doesn't have information reporting on your credit report, you have little to no credit, you definitely need a trade line. And I'm going to talk to you about which particular accounts that you need. But first, what we need to get an understanding of is, how is your credit made up of? So there's 5 components to a credit score. 5 components. But before we get into that, the lowest credit score you can have is a 300. Okay? The highest credit score you can have is an 850. That means there's 550 points that you actually have the power to influence. But in order for you to actually gain or understand the power that you actually have, you need to first understand the 5 components of a credit score, okay? And when it comes to credit building, this is critical. The first component, payment history. This is 35% of your credit score. 35%. Okay? 35% of 550 is 192.5 points. That means by paying your bills alone, by keeping the minimum agreement with your credit card accounts, with your installment accounts, with your student loans, with your mortgage, whatever it is, keeping that minimum agreement of, hey, I'm going to pay this bill on time monthly, you can improve your credit score up to 192.5 points. Payment history is critical to having a great credit score. Second component, credit utilization. Credit use. That is 30% of your credit score. That means that impacts your credit score up to 165 points. By you managing your revolving debts, your line of credits, or your credit cards responsibly, you can improve your credit score up to 165 points alone. Tell me, how many of you have credit cards? How many of you have a credit utilization ratio above 30%? If you do, you're killing your credit score. If you don't have a credit card, you're hurting your ability. You're missing out on the 165 points that you could be up. You're missing out on your ability to continue to add positive payment history to your credit report, because the credit cards report to each of the 3 credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. They report monthly, okay? So by you having a credit card on your credit report, you can continue to contribute to both of these. You can improve your credit score up to 165 points, and you can add payment history and, again, improve your credit score up to 192.5 points. But a lot of people are missing out on that potential because they don't believe in credit cards, but they're using their credit. So the fact that you're not using something that can help you, but you're using your credit, you're actually hurting yourself more. That doesn't make any sense. The third component, length of history. This is basically your experience with dealing with managing debt, okay? This basically shares with furnishers, companies who provide the loans. This shares with them how long you have experience with managing debt. And the longer your experience, the better for your credit. This impacts your credit up to 15%. That is 82.5 points. A lot of people shoot themselves in the foot when they close their credit cards. That means you're missing out on gaining more experience with that credit card. You're missing out on the positive payments that you can add monthly, and also you're missing out on the credit utilization that you can have by just keeping your credit card open. So if you have credit cards, you're paying them off, good for you. Do not close them because they can continue to help you. 4-component credit file mix. This is 10% of your credit score. That's 55 points. By you showing a good variety, a diverse credit report with multiple credit cards, multiple installment accounts, you're showing credit bureaus that you know how to manage different debts responsibly. That can help you up to 55 points. And then lastly, we have inquiries. So many people miss out on the 10% or the 55 points they could be up if they would just understand the power of no. We have a lot of clients who have 100, 200 inquiries on their credit report because they don't understand the strategy behind the inquiry. The inquiry component of your credit score shows how desperate you are, right? And the more inquiries you have, the more desperate you seem, right? An inquiry can hurt your credit 1 to 5 points, right? And if you have 200, that means that you have maxed out your ability that you could be up. You're missing out on the 55 points that you could gain by being strategic with your inquiries. So what we want to do is, when we're looking to add a new line of credit, we're not looking to just go to any furniture and request a line of credit. We want to be strategic. We want to make sure that we open accounts that we know we are going to get approved for, okay? And one of the tools that I'm offering you all is my 4-card strategy, okay? This will basically help you add positive payment history to your credit report. It'll help you build your credit report and help you understand which accounts you need to apply for at which specific credit score rating. And it will also, for those of you who have poor credit, provide solutions that you can get approved for almost guaranteed. So if you are someone who is looking for credit building solutions, comment 4-card strategy, and I'll make sure that after this presentation that you get that in your inbox free of charge. You don't have to worry about paying for this. This is absolutely free, okay? Everything that I'm going to share with you in this video, except at the end, is going to be 100% free. If you want this, comment 4-card strategy right now. All right, so we talked about credit repair, leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act. In order for you to build up your credit, what you need to do is understand the 5 components, how they influence your credit score, and begin to influence each of these components strategically. And what I just shared with you was the 4-card strategy. The best tool in order for you to improve your credit is the second component, credit utilization. By having revolving accounts on your credit report, you do a few things. One, you impact the credit utilization portion of your credit score. You begin to gain the 165 points that you could be up. 2, because they report payment history every month, you pay the bill on time, it's going to add positive payment history. So this is one thing that I want to dispel to people. A lot of people will say, Jason, you don't need to do all that to improve your credit. All you have to do is pay your bills on time. Well, let's do the math. Let's say that someone has a 300 credit score, okay? And they have, a couple student loans on their credit report, and they pay their bills on time, and they don't miss any payments. Remember, payment history is 35% of your credit score. That means that it can impact your credit up to 192.5 points, 192.5. If we were to do the addition on this, that would give you a 492.5 credit score. That's still a poor credit score to me, right? And a lot of people they're not satisfied with that. I wouldn't be satisfied with that because that's the subprime market. That means you're going to get a 20 to 25% interest rate on whatever you take out, right? And what we want to do is we want to leverage our credit. In order for you to leverage your credit score has to be in shape. Okay, so without a revolving account, which I recommend for you, without that 165 points, let's see what happens. So we have 492 and a half. Where's my calculator? All right, can't find my calculator, so I'm gonna use my iPad. Okay, so we have 492 and a half points. 492.5. Okay, you see that? You're with me? And let's say that we were able to impact all the other components. So let's say that we were able to add 55 points because of our credit file mix, 55 points because of our inquiries, 82 and a half points because of our history. Let's see what that would do for us. So 492 and a half plus 55 plus 55 plus 82.5, 685. You still don't hit the 700 club. Still don't hit the 700 club. If you are someone where you want to hit the 700 club and have excellent credit by adding a revolving account to your credit report, 165, my friend, you have the potential to improve your credit up to 850 points. Now, of course, it's not that simple. I just did the math for you. If everything was perfect, the only way for you to hit the 700 club is to have a revolving account on your credit report. And a lot of people are missing out on that potential because they're taking advice from the wrong people. I actually wrote a book called Credit Builder Secrets. Okay? This is going to teach you everything that I'm sharing with you about rebuilding your credit. If you are someone who is looking to rebuild their credit and get a better understanding of what it takes, in addition to the 4-card strategy, I will also send you a free copy. Okay? You're going to get an ebook copy of Credit Builder Secrets as well. So if you want this, comment either CBS or Credit Builder Secrets, and I will forward that information to you as well. You're going to get a copy. This is 175 pages of excellent information to help you boost your credit scores. Okay? So we talked about credit repair. We talked about credit building. However, for this to go full circle and for this to work in your best interest, this is what you need. Consistent money management. Okay? So remember, your credit is nothing but a reflection of how well you manage your money. Okay? You can repair your credit all day. You can focus on rebuilding all day. However, if you don't have proper money management skills, okay, if you're not budgeting your money, okay, if you don't have particular goals, okay, if you're not disciplining your spending, if you don't have a plan for your money, none of this is going to work. Okay? In order for this to work, your financial behaviors must improve because, again, your credit is nothing but a reflection of how well you manage your money. Okay? Repairing your credit, getting information removed off your credit report that's derogatory that has occurred in the last 36 months is awesome. Adding new payment history to your credit report is awesome. But if you can't pay that bill on time, or if you continue to allow collections to hit your credit report, or if you maintain high credit utilization, if you're not working a money management plan, you're failing. So many people go through our program and we're able to help them get results, but due to the fact that they can't get the money management portion of their finances in order, they continue to repeat this cycle. And in order for you to actually break the chains of this cycle, you must implement a consistent money management plan, okay? So there you have it. Hopefully you were able to take good notes. Worst case scenario, you were not able to take good notes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a replay link and you can watch this masterclass over and over again until you get a true understanding of what you need to do to fix your credit. So don't worry about that. Once this live feed is finished, I'm going to send you that email with that information. So check out for that. Look out for that, excuse me. And also in the masterclass, I told you I was going to give you some free resources. For one, an ebook copy of my new book, Credit Builder Secrets. I'm going to send that to you via email once this feed is over. And also the 4-card strategy. And then lastly, the housing guide, how to get approved for your very first mortgage, okay? So I'm gonna keep my word. I'm gonna provide you that information. So make sure you look out for that in the email in the next 10 to 15 minutes. And I appreciate you keeping your word and sticking with me until the end because I have something very special for you. In this masterclass, what I did was I shared exactly what you need to do to repair your credit, to boost your credit score, and to manage your credit so that you are never in this rut again, okay? The thing is, you may be someone where you need more, right? You need more strategy. You need more solutions. You need more tactics and methods to implement to repair your credit and remove negative items off your credit report so that you can be prepared for buying your first house, buying a new car, refinancing, or just being prepared for whatever life may bring your way. If you are that person, and you're interested in learning how to do exactly what I said that you need to do, I have something very special for you. What I created is a platform that gives me the ability to help people who need an affordable way to get the information that they need to fix their credit and improve their finances. They need that information, but they need an affordable way to get it. And I created a platform called Transient Financial Academy. And on this platform, I provide courses that basically share the same strategies that we use in our credit repair service to help our clients in our Done For You service. All those strategies that we share with them and implement on their behalf, I'm going to share with you in Transient Financial Academy. I'm also going to share with you how to boost your credit score up to 200 points. I'm going to share with you the exact steps that you need to implement to add more positive payment history to your credit report. I'm going to share with you the exact kind of accounts that you need to open up and how many accounts you need to open up, when to open them, what kind of accounts open, all that good stuff. I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to share with you particular strategies on removing late payments, collections, charge-offs, judgments, tax liens, whatever the situation may be. I have a strategy for it, and I'm going to share with you in Transient Financial Academy. And typically, when people are looking to enroll in Transient Financial Academy, we sell each course individually. Each course can typically run about $97 per course, or you can get on a monthly plan for 4 payments of $29. But because you are with me and you are showing that you definitely need the resources to take your credit and your finances to the next level, I want to do something very special for you. I want to give you an opportunity to enroll in Transient Financial Academy to get all of our courses and all of our future courses for a very small fee. What I'm going to offer to you right now for the next 24 hours, I'm going to give you an opportunity to enroll in Transient Financial Academy for just $19.99 per month. Yes, very affordable. You're not going to find anything like this in our industry. And what I'm going to do is I'm not only going to make it affordable for you to get these courses, but every course that we add and every update that we add to our courses, you're going to have access to future courses as well, okay? And what I want to do is I want to show you my screen really quick and give you an idea of the kind of courses that we offer and, you know, the prices that they usually run and how big of a deal this is for you to take advantage of today. And then I also have some frequently asked questions that people hit me up with when it comes to Transient Financial Academy that I want to answer for you to basically let you know that this is the real deal and you definitely need to take advantage of this opportunity. So really quick, we're going to look at my screen and I want to show you what Transient Financial Academy is all about, okay? So give me one quick second. So right now we're looking at the homepage of Transient Financial Academy. And as you can see, this academy is here to teach you how to take your credit and your finances to the next level. I designed this platform to provide those who are fed up with just getting by with an affordable platform that educates them on how to win using their current income. So if you are someone who is interested in learning how to do that with your finances, with your income, then the Transient Financial Academy is for you, okay? And every course that is in Transient Financial Academy is instructed by me personally. It's more of a formal course. It's not really the platform of the masterclass, but more one-on-one with me, you, and the camera, okay? And every course is instructed by me personally. And these are some of the courses that we have available right now. We have the credit repair journey called the 700 Club, Credit Builder Secrets. And as you can see, these courses typically cost a one-time fee of $97 or 4 monthly payments of $29, right? And what I want to do is I am offering you an opportunity to enroll in Transient Financial Academy to receive all of our courses as a bundle for just $19.99. Instead of paying $100 per course, you get access to each of our courses for only one payment of $19.99 per month. And I know what you're thinking right now, Jason, this sounds like a great idea, definitely something that I need, but I have some questions, right? And I'm going to get to those questions for you because typically people have the same kind of questions and concerns, and I've already taken out the time to create answers for you. Okay, so as you can see, the financial coaching package called Black Lettuce, that's actually in the works right now. That will be added within the next week or so. You're also going to get access to how to get approved for your very first mortgage course. Developing the wealthy mindset and thinking like a dough chaser course. And then also I'm going to teach you how to build business credit. Over the last couple of years, I've received more than $200,000 of credit. And when I'm talking about credit, I'm talking about loans. I'm not talking about credit cards. I'm talking about loans to build my business. And it has helped me take Witness Riches to the next level. And I want to teach you the exact steps that I went through to build my business credit and gain all of the resources available out there to capitalize and build my business. And then as we continue to move forward throughout the year, every month my goal is to add at least one new course to Transient Financial Academy, and you get access to all of our courses for just $19.99, okay? So typically people will ask this question, Jason, okay, $19.99, but for how long? How long do I have to pay the $19.99? How long am I able to pay the $19.99? Is my price going to increase? And honestly, it's not going to increase at all. What's going to happen is you're going to enroll in Transient Financial Academy, and you're going to be grandfathered in at the $19.99 rate, okay? Now, typically what companies do is as the demand increases, the price will also increase. But because you're here with me today and you have decided and you have shown that you're interested in doing something about your finances, I want to do something to help you out, and that's why I'm giving you the opportunity to enroll for just $19.99 a month, okay? So basically, as you are a student of Transient Financial Academy, you don't have to worry about your price increasing. During the duration of you being enrolled, it will remain $19.99 per month, and you will have access to all the courses, okay? So Jason, how long do I have to pay $19.99? Am I restricted on a 12-month plan, a 24-month plan? So typically when you are enrolling in online courses as such, they will force you to pay a 12-month agreement, a 24-month agreement, 36-month agreement. And Transient Financial Academy is month to month, okay? So every 30 days it will automatically renew for $19.99, and you'll have unlimited access to each course. However, if you decide that 30 days, 60 days, 90 days into this, Jason, I appreciate all the information, but I no longer need Transient Financial Academy, all you have to do is go to your personal portal and click cancel. And once you verify that you want to cancel, you will no longer have to pay an additional fee for Transient Financial Academy. You also have the ability to email me personally or my support team as well, and within 24 hours or by the next business day, we'll cancel your account as well. And then you're also going to get access to the private group on Facebook, where every week I'm going to have a live interaction with you, and we're going to talk about more strategy. We're going to talk about more ways for you to get results from whichever course that you're enrolled in. And this is something that I'm going to do to make sure that I provide more value to you. And as you can see here on the screen, every week we're going to have an extra coaching session for me to provide more value to you. You're going to be able to provide feedback. We're going to be able to get connected, and we're going to share results and more strategies to help you take your credit, your finances, everything to the next level. Okay, typically people, when they enroll in courses like this, some of the things that they will notice is they're restricted on the amount of or the access to the course. And as a member of Transient Financial Academy, you have full access and unlimited access to each course. So you're not going to be restricted on the information that you can see on day one. Day one, you're going to be able to see the full course and be able to dive in on all of that information. And also, by the way, if you're wondering if there are any upcharges for the dispute letters that I provide in Transient Financial Academy, you don't have to pay anything additional for the dispute letters that we have provided in Transient Financial Academy, which we have 20 plus, okay? You're gonna have access to everything for the one small payment of $19.99 per month, okay? And as new courses are added, you won't have to pay any additional fees to access those courses. You're gonna have access to all the new information that is added to Transient Financial Academy as long as you are enrolled at $19.99 a month, okay? And worst case scenario, if you decide that this is not for you, you have the ability to cancel at any time without suffering any cancellation fees or without having any restrictions on how soon you need to cancel. If you cancel a day before your due date, you won't incur any additional fees, okay? So those are the typical questions that people ask before enrolling in Transient Financial Academy. And worst case scenario, if you have any more questions, I'm running out of time, but if you do have more questions, feel free to communicate with me in the private Dough Chaser group, and I'll answer any of your questions. But I want you to know that this is an opportunity that won't last forever. So if you are interested in taking advantage of Transient Financial Academy, click the link associated to this video or click sign up now somewhere by this video. Click that tab, enroll in Transient Financial Academy for $19.99 today and get access to our courses so that you can begin to transcend financially. Again, I want to thank you for your time. Hopefully this masterclass has been very helpful for you. Again, I'm going to send you the free resources in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So make sure you look out for that. And I look forward to teaching you and helping you get the results that you want from your finances in Transient Financial Academy. Thank you all. I'm out. Peace.